Welcome to Talking Habs, live hangout for tonight's game. Toronto Maple Leafs in Montreal to take on the Canadiens. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. Hey everybody. So we got the Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Habs tonight. I've got lineups for both teams. That's pretty much about it. There's a little bit of news, but not much. Just a lousy day for me today, but I'm going to try to make it better by enjoying this game tonight. So this is preseason game number 5. There's 3 more, all of them against St. Louis, Ottawa Senators. Tomorrow night here in Montreal. And then Thursday night, they're in Gander, Newfoundland. And then on Saturday night, they're in Bouctouche, New Brunswick. Early starts on both of those games, 5:30 on Thursday, 6 o'clock on Saturday because of the time differences out there. Newfoundland's an hour and a half ahead of us right now till the time change, and New Brunswick is an hour difference. So there you go. I don't know. I just had a bad day. They're supposed to be putting windows in my place today, and they finished the day just before they did my place. So I've got no curtains, and everything's just in array. That's if you're wondering why it kind of looks a little different, the set, yet it doesn't. It's just a closer view. I've backed away from the windows. This is kind of what you're seeing. So let's see who's here. Is anybody here? This says 8 people. All right, let's see the 8 people. No, don't press end broadcast. What the hell is wrong with you? All right, Habs Guru is the only one who wants to talk to me. Hey, Darren, how you doing? Good luck on the draft. I don't know what to say. I don't know what's wrong with my brain today. I'll get going. Hey, General Rocket, how you doing? I think I'm not sure. Is that the first time I'm seeing you? If it is, welcome to the channel. If you're looking for the game to be shown live, it's not. If anybody is in here hoping for that, it will not be shown live because that's a copyright issue, and I do not have the money to pay for the copyright for that. So, what you'll get here is me doing some play-by-play off and on during the game. We're going to talk about the game. I'm going to talk to you people in the chat, and we're going to have, hopefully, fun. Hopefully, I might make a fool of myself sometimes. I might crack a joke that you might find funny, and you might not. I don't know. But that's what we got in store for us tonight, and hopefully I'll get around. I was not in the best mood today. Slavkovsky is the best. Listen, I like Slavkovsky. To say he's the best, he's not yet. Will he one day? He's going to be a lot better than he is right now. He's in the lineup tonight. I think we're going to get he's getting a good test tonight. He's playing with good line mates. I think we're going to get a proper look at him, and I'm hoping he plays a little less underwhelmingly. But either way, he'll go to Laval or play here. I think I think this kid's going to be great, down the road. I just think, he's 18. I'm not expecting him to be great tonight or this year. To be honest with you, I'm not. So, but yeah, I like Slavkovsky, and I hope he has a little bit better showing. Sorry, Ray, I didn't expect you to be right under my feet like that. And my dog's under the desk. I think it's a good look tonight. He's playing with, let's look at the lines. Why wait? They're here. Habs lines. So this is tonight. Monahan making his preseason debut. Centering Drew and Josh Anderson making his preseason debut. And Drew has played a game or two, but if he has a good game, he'll be making his preseason debut because I don't know if you noticed him the last game anyway. Second line, Kirby Dach centering Slavkovsky and Mike Hoffman. Mike Hoffman also a little underwhelming. Dak looking promising. Dak starting to show signs of what we traded for. And Slavkovsky, I hope, will start doing that too. If not, he'll be in Laval, and I think he'll go down there, dominate, and he'll be up again maybe sometime during the season, maybe a few times during the season, and maybe not till next season. We don't know. Third line is Christian Dvorak, centering Dadonov, Evgeny Dadonov, and Brendan Gallagher. That is a line I could see being like a line during the season. Fourth line, Brandon Gignac, Xavier Simoneau, and Alex Belzile. I think that's just to take a look at these guys, and they'll be cut, I would think, after this game, going to Laval. I don't think there's it's just to take a look at them, I'm sure, or to round out a lineup. On defense, first pairing, Mike Matheson and Oscar Leskinen. I'm an Oscar. What am I thinking of? Oscar Mayer Wieners. That's it. I'm an Oscar Mayer Wiener. Is that how it goes? I don't remember. I don't know. Losing my mind early on. And Arbor, Jack-Eye with Justin Barron. On the second pairing, Corey Sheneman and Madison Bowie. On the third pairing, Bowie was injured. I guess he's back healthy like Anderson is, Monahan is. And we'll talk about Nick Suzuki soon. Jake Allen will be starting, and he'll be backed up by Kevin Poulin. And let's take a look at the Leafs lines. Leafs lines tonight. They're throwing out some big guns at us. Matthews centering Bunting and Marner. Kerfoot in between Robertson and Nylander. Holmberg in between Aston Reese and Obi Kubel. Gaudette in between Steves and Malgin. And then on defense, you got Riley and Brody. Jordan, I think that's the pairing. No, I'm not sure if Brody is a first pair. Anyway, Riley and Brody, Giordano and Hall, Kral and Mete. And Murray gets the start with Samsonov backing him up. It's a pretty good lineup. We'll see Montreal can match that tonight. Scouts. This is a list of scouts at the game tonight. So you got Bob Hoffmeyer, Jim Clark, Jimmy Bonneau, David McLean, Will Acton, Andre Savard, our former GM and a former NHL player. Gord Donnelly, former NHL player. Matt Bradley, also a former player. Ryan Caldwell, I don't know. Curtis Lesession, former Quebec Nordique, amongst others, I think. Alan Heppel, Mike Eastwood, former player. Garth Joy, I think a former player. They're probably all former players. But that's the list of scouts apparently at tonight's game. Trades happening maybe? I don't know. Just to take a look for tomorrow, there's back-to-back. So you see Caulfield, Suzuki, Armia are going to be the first line. So Nick Suzuki back in action tomorrow. So back-to-back games should be interesting. I think after that, there's 2 games left, and we'll see the full lineup. I think those final 2 games, we're going to see the lines that they're expecting to break camp with. That's my opinion. We'll see if I'm right. All right, let's see who's talking. Who's talking to me? General Rocket, Slavkovsky or Wright. I was a Wright person, and I think Wright is going to end up being the better player in the first couple of seasons. And then I know the Habs are thinking this and counting on this, that Slavkovsky will overtake Wright in a few years and be the better player overall. Yeah, I'm good with that. Hey, Gabriel, how you doing? Finding they're showing the game in Ontario. There you go. Somebody paid somebody. I answered that. Hey, Rory, how you doing? I'm predicting a Slavkovsky goal. That would be good. I'd love to see that. I've got nothing against the kid. I'm not talking him down. I think if he goes to Laval, I don't have a problem with that. I don't think he's a bust. I don't think any of that. So don't get the wrong idea. General Rocket says Kirby Doc goal set up by Slav. I could see that tonight. Hey, Rich J, how you doing? Let's beat the laughs tonight. Jethro McSheepherder. I just love that name. Should be a good game, I hope. I hope so. It should be. I mean, it's Montreal, Toronto. Even though it's not full lineups, there's enough guys in the lineup on both sides to make this a good game. And it's a Montreal, Toronto game. So that's always, got an emotion to it anyway. So we'll see how that goes. I've got nothing else to add to that. Basically, because I wasn't on the computer all day because of they were supposed to be changing my windows. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about. So you guys are gonna have to you're gonna have to direct me. And there's 37 people here already. Please give a thumbs up if you're gonna have a good time. I don't know how you're gonna know that, but if you're having a good time, you can do that. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already as well. Would be really nice. I'd appreciate that. Rory says, I agree, Rick. I trust our management will do what's right for Slafkovsky and protect his development, even if that means sending him back to Laval. Well, that's their only two options, right? He either plays here, and if he's not ready, then you ruin him. If you just have to play him here, and or else he goes to Laval. And Hughes has said he's going to play where he needs to play, and if that's Montreal, he'll play in Montreal. If it's Laval, he'll be in Laval. And I don't. How else can you put it? Josh Anderson was out with a spider bite that he had an allergic reaction to that caused his hand to swell, and he couldn't put his gloves on. But that's not why he was originally out. He was out with something else, and then that kept him out longer. I think that's what it is. So we're about to start. Hopefully, the feed I can't speak right. The feed that I have will be close enough to what you guys are watching, and I'll be able to do some non-moot play-by-play. Nothing worse than play-by-play that happened a minute ago while you're trying to watch a game. So we are about to face off as Matthews against Dvorak. Yeah. Dvorak wins. Suck it, Matthews. Habs have the puck. They try to get up through the neutral zone. Toronto has something to say about that. Here comes Matthews with a weak shot. And Allen makes the save. I think Bunting tried to get shot from the side, just hit the net. Montreal Galley after it in the corner, in Toronto's corner. Does he get it? Big fight. Toronto comes out with it. Over the line, Matthews trying to get it. He can't. And Montreal sends it back the other way. The two Toronto defensemen have it in their end. I'm not sure who that is, but right in front of the goalie. And then he comes up and tries to throw it up the line. It doesn't really work. And then somebody gets in there, almost gets the loose puck, sort of can't control it. Doesn't really make much happen with it. But that could have been something. Who's more likely to make the team for opening night out of these three? Caden Gooley, Jack Eye, or Justin Barron? Caden Gooley. Caden Gooley is about as close as a lock on D as you can get from one of those young guys. So Caden Gooley, in my mind, has made the team. And now Jack Eye and Barron, they both might, and they both might not, or they'll cycle in and out of the lineup and be in Laval. They've got waiver exemption. I mean, so does Gooley, but I think Gooley's done enough and is ready. So, yeah, Gooley. Ryan. Hey, Ryan, the Habs are terrible. Oh, you think it's funny? Oh, yes. Hey, Ryan, guess who's leaving the room? Since you don't like it, guess who's leaving the room right now? Bye. Asshole. Josh Anderson was out. Yep. No, I said, I guess I did these. Drouin penalty. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm talking, so I didn't see that. But yeah, we're 35 seconds into the penalty. And 2 shots for Toronto, no shots for Montreal in a 0-0 game. Expect Leafs fans probably to come in and out of this room, make fun of us, or try to make me feel like an idiot. But you know what? They're the ones that are the idiots because they only make themselves look stupid. All right. So they're in the power play. Shot from the point right in the center of the ice. Saved by Allen. They're fighting for it along the boards now. Comes up to the point again. Cross to the other guy. That's Marner. Marner walks in and just, I don't know whose stick that was, got in there. Good move. Was that Drouin? No. Oh, it was Arbor. Arbor made a good defensive play. Where are we now? So they got 45 seconds left on their power play. Montreal defending well. Not really giving them much. Oh, yeah. As I said that, they score. Passing play that, 1, 2, 3 in the net. And maybe I should shut up. I don't know. As I said that, boom, they get a goal. All right, so it's 1-0 for Toronto. Listen, you know what? I come into this game? I don't really expect Montreal to win this game. Nope. And that's fine. And, you know, I said this yesterday, probably the day before or the day before. It's preseason. If they lose all preseason games, doesn't mean anything. And if they win them all, which they can't now, but also wouldn't mean anything. So, Mike Howie, are you a Leafs fan that wants to come in and make fun of us? If you are, you'll meet the same fate as the last guy. Or you could be a Leafs fan that, you know, comes in, has a conversation. You can make fun of what's going on the ice. That's okay. We do have Leafs fans that are regulars here, but it's because they're decent people. You don't see me going into a Leafs live stream and Leafs suck. Because they do, but I don't go saying that in a Leafs broadcast. I'm sure I'll get a comeback on that one. Is it possible this season could be even uglier than we all expected? Well, I mean, if you want to tank and then how ugly? I mean, ugly is what we want, right? I don't think it'll be as ugly because I think the team will be better. They'll be closer. They'll be in more games. They'll lose probably as many, but they'll be in them a little bit better, playing better hockey. So I don't think it'll be as bad. I don't expect that they we'll see. I think they'd be a little better than last year, but I mean, not a ton. Four minutes gone here in the first. 4 shots for Toronto, none for Montreal because we suck. Hey, Guru, ugly is a chance at Bedard. Exactly. Ugly is what we want. But you know what? They'll deliver ugly and people will complain. They wanted it, but they don't want to see it. That's the thing. He's trying to battle Arbor. And I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, he pushed Arbor? After the goal? You're going to get nailed. All right, so we got 15:49 on my clock. Anyway, left in the first. 1-0 Toronto. 5 shots to none for Toronto. So we'll see what happens here. Lucas, they didn't throw the regular season lineup at us. No. What they threw is about half the regular season lineup at us, which is it's their right to do that. It's preseason, doesn't matter. Sean, yeah, I can't show the game, please. As soon as I'd start showing the game, that by channel. So yeah, no, thank you. Which you should know by now. I'm sure you're not the first time on here looking for a game. You must know what the score is. Well, Rory, I don't know that we finished in the bottom. There's good competition to do that this year, but we should be one of the bottom 4 is what it's looking like anyway. I think we can pretty much assure we're probably going to finish in the bottom of the division. So, well, if it's your first time, then I apologize, but yeah, you're not going to find the game on. And if you do, it ain't going to last long because it's a copyright issue. So, no, I like my channel, and I'd like to keep doing this, so I do not show it. But we talk about it. I'll do some play-by-play, and we'll have fun, and that's all you can do. Here comes Slav up the left side. behind the net, tries to center it, and unfortunately gets to a Leaf, but Matheson's back. He's taking care of that. And Leskinen's got the puck. Little pass up to Slav. Nice stretch pass that is a little too far for the guy. So Toronto sends it back in. It's behind the net. Allen sends it up around the side. Who's got it again? It looks like Arbor. Arbor gets thrown into the boards. Slav gets up in there, causes a little bit of problems. What's going on? Does he get it? He gets it. Oh, a nice little pass up to the net, and they can't do anything with it, but still. Good work there by Slav. That's good work. Like to see that. $13:40 to go. Still no shots. They didn't get a shot out of that, but that was a little bit better. ABL. Who got the Leafs goal? I don't even really care. Nylander. Willie Styles. Why they play with Murray? Because they want to win a few games with him now, because he's not going to win a lot in the regular season. I think that's why. That's my take on it. Before he falls over from old age, and he looks like it anyway. Hey, I didn't see Moonlight up there. Hey, Moonlight. What did I miss? Honestly, who cares if we end up losing all 82 games? Realistically, all that matters is the development of the young players. That's 100% true. They won't lose all. But, they're going to win, 25 games maybe? I don't know. Somewhere in that ballpark. Why Leafs play with I guess they don't want to lose any games. Like Murray's going to win all the games for you. Good luck with that, my friend. Good luck. They're taking turns in net. Samsonov played last game. I don't know at this point with 4 games left. I don't know. They our last game, Primo played the whole game. So I kind of think the goalie's going to play all game. That's for Montreal. For you guys, I couldn't say. Can't see us mustering up more than 25 wins, which definitely puts us in good contention. Yeah, well, that's what I was just saying. 25 wins seems about right. If you ask me, I don't think Habs take Michkov unless that's all they have. I don't think so. It's too many question marks around them. And how long it'll take him to get here and all that stuff. Nylander is a Habs killer. I know. I hate Willie Styles. Put that on my list there, BL. We know Habs will suck, but I hope they at least play an exciting brand like when MSL took over last season. Well, George, I think that's what we're going to see. Hey, Drew, how you doing? Thank you. Go Oilers. That's right. Oh, yeah. Go Oilers. They're in the end far away. That's fine. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Welcome back again. Appreciate that. Slav looking good tonight. I like what I saw so far. So, he's on a really good line with good players, and we'll see if that makes a big difference here. And you know what? Likely should. Haven't really seen much of Dadonov. Not sure if he has played or he has. I just thought Dadonov was, last time I saw him, he was kind of, what was the word I used? Like nonchalant. I don't know. I didn't think there was a lot of effort in this game. So, oh boy. Hey, Dick. Dick. My name is Dick, so I can say that. Drew. It's 2 D's. Drew P. Dick. Thank you. So Drew gets in, and I don't have it with me, but we're doing a draw on the 12th. I do these draws about 6 times a year for a prize. This time it's a Nick Suzuki figurine. There is a puck from the Philadelphia-Montreal playoff series recently, and a hat, a Canada hat. So he's going to be in that draw. If you give money to this channel, you get entered in that draw. So thanks, Drew. I really appreciate that. Really do. And hey, go Oilers, go. You deserve that one for sure. Oh, yeah, you're in for the hat draw. That's for sure. It's more than a hat this time. Mike says he spent a summer training with Habs Elite downtown Montreal Hockey School as a young teen. Awesome. That must have been fun. If Kirby Dack can be a true number 2 center and end up with pick number 2 in 2023, I wouldn't be shocked at all if we took Michkov. I don't know enough about all those guys in there, but I think Montreal would want a guy that they can pretty much guarantee he'll be here down the road. Michkov is still a question mark on a lot of areas, from what I understand. I'm not doubting his talent or anything. It's just I want to get guys that are going to want to come here and play. Anyways, if Michkov's in Russia, you never know. He could end up fighting in Ukraine. They're conscripting KHL players. So, anyway, that's down the road. A long way yet. We don't have to worry about that right now. What we got to do is get to that point where they get that pick. 12 minutes to go in the first. Shots are still 5. Like, did time pass? 5-0 for Toronto. 1-0. Score. Montreal cannot get a shot on goal with not 8 minutes gone. That's not very good. And a bad little pass that Matheson couldn't handle. The puck came out. They were putting some pressure on. I don't know if that was a power play or what, but it's some good pressure there. And then, all right. Hey, Glenn, just got in checking out the game. Yep. ASC. Hey, Adam, how you doing? This is only Murray's second game. So people are saying they're playing them all. By the way, everybody, all the Leafs fans that are in here, Adam, that's ASE, that's a normal guy. He's a Leafs fan, but he's not an idiot. I had to throw a Leafs guy out for coming in and putting us down already. That's why I say that, Adam. But welcome in. Good to see you. Go Habs, go. Looking like it's going to be a long game. Well, I think we're going to have a lot of that this year. Let me just be prepared for it. Enjoy the hockey that you see. The individual performances on any given game. That's all we can do. Adam, all is well. Well, had a shitty day. But other than that, all is well. So we got 11:05 left in the first. Shots are now 7-1. I missed the second goal. How did I miss it? No, I saw the second goal. It's 2-0 for Toronto. A gold pen, yeah, you're allowed to do that. Coming in and saying "Go Leafs go" is better than saying "Habs suck." If that's the next words out of your mouth, like, I wouldn't. But that's fine. You're allowed to. We're watching the game, and you're allowed to cheer for the team you like. It didn't say on the thing only Habs fans allowed. No more shitty days. There's still going to be shitty days, believe me. Unfortunately, that's life, eh? So Monahan's on the ice. That's my first look at him. Arbor with it. Oh, Arbor bobbles the pass. Oh, yeah. Drouin's out there. I see him. Out there. Hey, Franco. I'm about a minute and 5 behind, so I will not do any play-by-play. What I'll do is in the intermission, I'll try to find a stream that's faster. This probably isn't the right stream. And for some reason, every time I find the right one, I don't remember which one it was. So I'm going to actually try to do that now and see if I can fix that. Does anything look promising? That's the thing. ESPN, not what I want. That looks not good. I've tried those guys. It's got to be this one that I try this one. All right. They all want no ad block. So you can just feed me ads. Because that's what I want. I want to see ads, like. Hang on, I'm checking these guys out. And my other one, anyways, it refreshed. So this is fun. Well, where's the X? Where's the X? Where's the X to get out of this damn thing? Yeah, well, that one ain't working. All right, I got to get this one back. Here it is. I'm going to try to find another one still. That might be one. I might have done it. Oh, yeah, I think this is the one. We'll see. I'll compare them when they come back to the game. I'll see what the times are. I might have found it. I never remember which one it was that I clicked on. Oh, well, that's what happens. Gold pen? I mean, if only we could do that. Oh, wow. We got 71 people in here. Well, sorry about I was doing that shit, but welcome in, everybody. Give a thumbs up if you're having a good time. Okay, I don't McAfee, who I do not have on my computer at all, has decided that on my new computer, which I haven't got it installed on, and I have it on my other computer that it's supposed to only be on one device, it's telling me what our malicious sites are on my new computer that it's not installed on. How that's happening, I don't know. That's a new one on me. Anybody know the answer to that? How McAfee running on another computer of mine can be running on this computer when I never installed it? Is it running through the Google Sync thing? It's only supposed to work on one device. It's on that one, not on this one. Don't know. Welcome to my life. Nice milk logo on Leafs jerseys. You know what? You laugh. But if Montreal would have at least stitched the RBC into their jerseys, it wouldn't have been as bad. So the Leafs had more class on that one. I like their logo better. How's that? But the only thing about the Leafs I like. Montreal tries to be too perfect. No, I think they're young and inexperienced in general. Although this lineup is not too bad, so maybe they are. I'm not watching close enough. Last time I tried another stream, I cloned myself. I'm not doing that again. I got one. Oh, yeah, it's working. I should see if it's the same time. Oh, yeah, this one's, I did what I wanted. Now I just got to get out of this one. Hang on, guys. All right, this one can go tits up. Bye. And this one is about 30 seconds faster. So there you go. I'm only 30 seconds behind now. That's closer. 30 seconds is better than a minute and 5. So just to somebody help me out here. I'm going to tell you when the time to tell me what you got when I said that. It is 7:30 right now left in the. Anybody tell me when I said that, what was on your clock? Aki, if it came pre-installed on my computer, I would see a logo, I would have an icon. I don't have McAfee on this. I don't have McAfee. If it came pre-installed, I don't know, but I had it built, so I don't think it came pre-installed. This is not a bought computer where it was all built. I bought the individual pieces and somebody put it together. So not pre-installed. You're at 7:15. When I said 7:30, you were at 7:15. I'm only 15 seconds off. That's not bad. I got 7:15 on my clock right now. They just started, so I must be where you guys are. Power play over. 7:05 left. 7-3 are the shots. 2-0 for Toronto. Oh, I didn't see it. The lead up to it, but Gallagher had a chance, or the puck didn't get to him. Okay, it seems like I can do some play-by-play here, so I'm going to do that in a minute. Or less than that, anyway. Montreal coming out. They lose it at center ice, though. Yeah, Toronto picks it up. They come back the other way. Wasn't that offside? No, maybe not. All right. We're approaching the 6-minute mark. Right now, 6 minutes. Toronto has the puck. They're crossing their blue line. Lead up past two. Was it Matthews straight up the middle? He can't handle that. But they still have it. What they can't out. Montreal picks it up. They get the puck out, but onto a Leaf stick. Leafs have it in their zone. Defenseman to defenseman, and he comes over the line. I think it's Hall. Pass up to somebody I didn't see. It gets sent back the other way by Montreal. And Toronto has it again in their own end. Their pass up to the line got intercepted by Hoffman. But they can't do anything. Here they come over the line. Pass to the right. Shot on Allen. I think it went wide. Comes up to the point. Another shot. I think Allen made a save there. Couldn't see that. They still have had the puck, but they sent it back to the line, and there was nobody there. Behind their own net, number 55. I don't know who that is. Malgin, maybe? His stretch pass hits the guy, but doesn't hold on to it. Montreal gets it back and sends it up. Monahan, he kind of dumps it in. Goes to the corner, back to the other corner. It's now Arbor with it at the line. He takes a shot that gets blocked. Toronto coming the other way. Over Montreal's line, that's Kerfoot, and it's offside. Noah Pearson. Hey, Noah, how you doing? Their defense is inexperienced. Yeah, get used to that. Franco, you're at 5:07 at my 6 minutes, but it seems like most people were where I was. So if my if my play-by-play was annoying, not just because I'm annoying, but because it was too far behind what you're watching, let me know in the chat, please, and I'll stop doing it. Jason, how you doing? This is going to be another terrible year. Yeah. What did you expect, though? They're rebuilding, and it's the first year of the rebuild. They're not going to be great. I know a lot of people don't want to believe it, but the reality is here now. And believe it or not, they're going to lose a lot of games this year. I think they're going to play a little closer than they were last year in the games, better, but they're going to lose a lot. You would be surprised if the Habs win the Cup this year? I would be, how would I put it? I'd be knocked flat on my ass if that happened. I mean, come on. They're not even going to come close. They're not sniffing the Cup. They're not even getting, I don't even know how to put it. They're not even getting within any, in the vicinity. The words aren't coming. That's how much they're not going to get the Cup. Or I don't get what you're saying. Habs look like they're getting their legs. I hope so, because they're they're not babies, so they've had their legs with them for a long time. I would hope that they know how to use them. Haha, Rick. Well, if I'm really that far behind and nobody said anything about it, but if I'm that far behind, I don't mind people giving spoilers. But if I'm in there and I'm only a little bit, I'd rather be the one announcing. But I mean, if I'm a minute behind, right now I'm at 4:20 right now, which is a great number. I hope nobody's expecting Montreal. If you're expecting Montreal to win a cup this year, I think you ought to go study hockey a little bit and learn how to judge talent. I don't know. We got young kids. We don't have what it takes right now. But are we building to it? Yeah. Give it a few years. 2-3 years is going to be a different story here. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Should I do play-by-play? How about I'll just ask that question. Do you guys want me to do any play-by-play because where I'm at as opposed to where you are? Or should I just shut up and answer comments? Because I'll do either. And Montreal at least picking up some shots. They got 5 now to Toronto's 8. Score is still 2-0. I think Suzuki's going to be fine, Moonlight. I think he can handle the pressure. Someone got hurt. I don't know what happened there. It's bunting? It's just bunting. He'll have intense pressure. They pick the guy that can handle it. I'm not worried about Suzuki with that. You're not watching live? Okay. Noah's watching on Sportsnet, but we're okay. We're like even, so we're good. You're at 305 now, so am I. I'm at 305 now too, so Toronto's on the power play. 70, I don't know who 74 is. I should. Gignac, he did something bad. He'd go to box, feel shame. So we got 3 minutes now to go. Power play for Toronto. Puck goes, I think, off somebody. A shot from the point. Puck went off somebody and out of bounds or over the glass. Rory, yeah, I think that's a good timeline. I think you're about right. 2-3 years, and they'll start contending for that wild card spot, and then it'll go from there. Toronto's probably going to make an NFL team. Good for Toronto. I don't really care, personally. Okay, Toronto's on the power play. Fake shot from the straight down the middle of the point. Pass it off to somebody. Guy skates around. Says, look, I got the puck. I'm doing circles. Gives it back to the guy. There's a shot. Allen makes a save. And we got a whistle at 2:23 left in the first. Did that sum it up for anybody? I don't know. No, the score is 2-0 for Toronto with 2:23 left in the first. They're on the power play, though, Toronto, with a minute 18 left in that power play. Montreal just sends the puck all the way down. Lucas, you're right about that NFL rumor for the Toronto. I don't think that'll happen. Minute left in the power play for Toronto. Here comes somebody. I don't know their numbers for everybody. They crossed the line. Oh, damn, Leafs. Was defenseman to defenseman, shot, save, and Montreal almost got it out, but they did. And Devo he almost had a breakaway. He couldn't hang on. He couldn't corral that puck. He went flying by him. 30 seconds left in the power play for Toronto. Montreal picks it up in their end, defenseman to defenseman, then pass into the neutral zone, gets away from the guy. They're in Toronto's corner. Come on. No, Toronto comes out with it. Yep, over Montreal's line. That kind of looked like offside there, number 29. I thought he looked offside, but hey. Hall back to the point. It wasn't the point, it was center ice, though, at the line. Where's it now? Behind the net. Up to Hall at the point. Cross to his partner. A little short pass to that number 29. Back to the other defenseman. Back to Hall. Shot at Allen. I don't know who stopped it. Allen or the two guys in front of him. And Montreal recovers that puck. Sheneman sends it up. They just sort of dump it in and change up. 32 seconds for me, so you guys probably had it done. But period's almost over. Montreal managing just 5 shots. That's it. Not very good to Toronto's 10 so far. With 17 seconds left in the first. Montreal just needs to clear it, and that'll run out the time pretty much. Then maybe they get a chance here. Nope. Puck got knocked away. That will not allow them to get another chance. And the period is over, which every girl likes to say at some point. Wait, I'm trying to read something here. Hang on. Also, I will say it right now. If we pull a hot shot out of our arse and end up drafting Bedard, I can almost guarantee Hughes will accelerate the rebuild and try to compete for playoffs next year. No, don't agree with that. I don't think, I'm sorry, I don't think Bedard, as an 18-year-old, puts us over the top. Send Dadonov to the Eastern League. Well, Dadonov, I mean, he's here till the trade deadline. I don't see him being past that. The MMA, is that Mosh Pit? Oh, Mosh Pit, okay. Does Drouin play 100 or more NHL games? What are you talking about? There's 82 games in the season. I don't see how he plays 100. Montreal's not making the playoffs. I don't see how he plays 100. Or he goes to another team, which is very likely at the deadline because he's on an expiring contract. So, but I don't get what you mean. Dadonov has not had a great preseason, but as we know, veterans do not care about preseason more often than not. Exactly, and you're right, and you can probably, use that excuse for Drouin because he doesn't really excel in the preseason. So, and Dadonov just disinterested. That's the word I think I was looking for before. After two surgeries or 3? Did he have 2 on the first time on the wrist? I don't know. I know at least 2. You don't think they're passing to Slav a lot? Haven't noticed because I'm not following close enough, unfortunately. I don't think us drafting Bedard is such a hot shot either. We'll definitely be in the running. I don't think you draft Bedard the next season. Oh, that's it. I don't think so. Right? That's just wishful thinking. Will it be good? A couple of years? Yeah. Will he make the team? He might. I'm not, when you're expecting any 18-year-old kid that's not named Wayne Gretzky to come into the league and to dominate like that, it's really difficult. It happens once in a blue moon. Give even a Bedard a year, 2 years, 3 years to develop. Slav going to need that. It's obvious he's going to need a few years to develop fully. You're asking if he has that left in his career. 100 games. Oh, okay. I get it. Well, yeah. In Montreal, honestly, I don't think so. But in his career, I mean, yeah. He's still young. I think he's only 27, 26 or 20. He's still young. Our top 6 would be absolutely insane with Bedard or Fantilli in the mix with Suzuki, Caulfield, Dax, Slavkovsky. Yeah. But we got to get there first. Can't see us in the running for Bedard. Yes, our blue line is inexperienced, but our offense is absolutely insane. If we can get guys like Dadonov and Monahan up and running again, we're competitive AF. But listen, Harry, I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I'm going to ask you this. Which games so far in this preseason have you seen evidence of our offense being insane? It just so far has not happened. And I'm not saying it won't. And I've said that I think they'll have a really good offense. I'm starting to worry that where's the scoring? Because ain't happening yet. So, if you're expecting that to really, I don't know. I don't think it will. Why do I have to be looking at Willie Stiles? Like, why? Why? That's not fair. Had a bad enough day as it is. Why do I need that? Okay. Even drafting McDavid and Edmonton, it took them a bit to be contenders. They needed to do better, to do a better and D. It just jumped. Decoupling. I don't know what happened to that spelling. I don't know what you're saying. But look, even are they contenders yet? Edmonton? Maybe. Matthews and McDavid were dominant their first years, but listen, Bedard maybe too. I don't know, but do we know that? No. And they didn't bring success to their teams immediately. That's right, because there's more to it than one guy. I mean, that's just how it is. Unless your name's Bobby Orr that can run through it, the other team without the help of his teammates. I don't know. Well, but also, Harry, it's to be fair, the teams we've been playing aren't their full teams too. So we're not, it's not to say that, well, it's a kind of a crappy team we've been putting out there against these full NHL teams. They're not. They're doing the same thing. So you can kind of compare. I don't see why you can't. Rory, our offense can't. I agree with you there. It might be better and all that, but they're not going to be able to keep up with, the defense is going to cost points and give up goals. And I don't know that the offense can do that game after game after game. I think it will be better. I've been saying it, but so far this preseason, we haven't seen evidence of that. Glenn, that's what they're doing. They're supposed to be developing this year. We're going to see a lot of young guys in the lineup, and that's what's going to make the difference a lot of times between winning and losing. But it's good because they're going to learn, and they're going to grow from it, and they're going to be ready faster and better faster than if they, didn't make those mistakes and didn't get it out of their system and didn't learn that way. Edmonton, probably because they got some decent goaltending, but I don't know. Do they have that team around them that they need? I don't know yet. We're going to see. But goaltending should be a little better for them this year. Jack Campbell, I mean, he's not I don't know that he's the best goalie in the league, obviously, but he's a good goalie. He's not Mike Smith, although Mike Smith has played really well. He's done. I like how you said, Rory says, and I'm going to read it as it's written. I don't know if it's a mistake he made, but I like it. And also, to be honest, I feel like if Edmonton and Torture instead of Toronto, and I think that's appropriate, had better management, they could have won cups by now had they built around McDavid and Matthews properly. I agree with that. Jason, I I don't think you used the right word. They won't be winners. Will they be competitive? I think they'll be competitive, but it won't be enough to be winners yet. I don't think competitive is the right word, and I don't know if that's really what you meant anyway. So I think you used the wrong word. Personally, that's me saying it. Maybe I'm wrong, but they're going to sell. Listen, they're expiring contracts. Those guys are going to be moved by the trade deadline to make cap room, and yeah, that's what But they'll be competitive. At least how do I want to put it? They'll be competitive for most of the game. At some point, that defense, that young defense, is going to shit the bed, and on a lot of nights are going to, that's where they're going to lose the games. That's what I think. Joseph, but isn't that's what preseason is for? So they're still getting that. Some guys playing their first preseason stuff. So Drew and Hoffman, I don't know what to say. But listen, Drew and traditionally preseason, don't judge him because it's not. He starts the season better than he looks in the preseason. Hoffman, my first experience with him last season where he was injured, so we didn't really see. And this year is the first experience in preseason for me with Hoffman. But they're veterans, and veterans a lot of times just use the preseason to try things, to get the rust off, not necessarily to look great out there. And they put it all together by game one. We're developing goal scorers there, Glenn, and we've got some. Suzuki, Caulfield, those are goal scorers. We're developing Slavkovsky, other guys too. We're gonna have them. Hey Drew, thanks. I appreciate that. Same to you, and appreciate the dono. Have a good one, buddy, and go Oilers, go. And if I said anything, I didn't mean to put your team down, but I just try to say what I think. Montreal also hasn't put a team on the ice in the last 10 years that can score with any kind of consistency, always towards the bottom of the league. Pretty much. We'll see if they can change that this year. There should be a lot more scoring going on than there was last year. I mean, just from Caulfield and Suzuki, they're going to improve. I imagine we're getting really close to the game being back on. Is it back? Let me know if it's back on for you guys, because I want to know how far behind I might be. I can judge from that. So, wow, we're still holding 63 people. Give a thumbs up if you're liking what you see. Hopefully you are. And consider subscribing. And then you'll hear of all my live streams. I do all the games. So if you're liking what you see, come back in for more. These last few games of the preseason should tell you where Montreal, a lot of teams are narrowing down their rosters and are getting close to opening night rosters. I expect the Newfoundland and the New Brunswick game, we're going to see their full rosters, I think. We know tomorrow we're not, because I already have the roster pretty much, but we're not. But I think the two in the East, that's when we're going to see the full roster. One game for Allen, one game for Monty, and boom. That's what I think. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate that. Yeah, they're getting down to showing some highlights and stuff, and then we're going to be back at we're going to drop the puck for the second. I think the panel, the smart, respected Toronto Maple Leaf fan panel, is talking. I mean, because they're talking about the Leafs. Who else are they going to talk about? Because there's no question, she says, that we are Toronto Maple Leafs apologists. We kiss Toronto Maple Leafs ass and suck. And I'm not going to say that. It's a woman. I won't say that. That would not be right. Because I wouldn't mean it that way. But anyway, you know what probably know what I was going to say. Is that O-Dog in between? I don't know who the woman is. I don't. And Drager? O-Dog, he's looking like, oh, gotta take a shit. Hope this ends soon. Hey, Coulter, how you doing? Hey, Nevin, how you doing? You're not. I've seen you before, eh? I'm sorry. It just seems familiar, and sometimes I don't remember, but thumbs up. Hey, Coulter. My day was shitty. They were supposed to they're changing the windows in our building. They stopped just before mine, and I've got like everything prepared, so it's kind of screwy. I got a cough. So the day hasn't been great, but I'm having fun now. Oh, that's Cheryl Pounder? Okay. I don't mean to, that's why I didn't say what I said. I don't want to be sexist at all in any way. It's just that whoever's on that panel, they kiss Toronto's ass. And it's. Thanks, Mark. I really appreciate that. First comment ever from you. Good. You must be a Leafs fan. Oh, look, our friends there with the porn are here. Nice. Somebody got to it. I don't know who did. Thank you. I think if Slav doesn't show anything, he's showed a little bit tonight. Anything tonight, he'll be 100% in Laval for the season. I don't know that you can say for the season, but he might start there. But I still think he will be one on the opening night roster. But after that, back to Laval. That could be too. That could be. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that either. And it's not a cigarette. That's 100% sure. And, there is such a thing as a washing machine. And I do wash those things, I'm not a pig. Just because I'm a Habs fan. I'm not a pig like some of you Leafs fans. Yeah, I said it. Coulter, I mean, absolutely there are. There's one that I like. I like Pierre LeBrun. And I like Dave Poulin. I like Dave Poulin. I mean, he likes the Leafs, whatever he says, but he never leaves out the Habs. And I like the stuff he says about either team. I just like his analysis. I like Dave Poulin. Don Cherry for Prime Minister. Yeah, I don't think so. I got nothing against Cherry, but Hey, Sean, if it's the first time, because I don't know if I've seen you before, welcome in. If you're a Leafs fan, still welcome in, as long as you don't, act like some Leafs fans do when they come in here. I do. Oh, Mike Johnson. If I forgot Mike Johnson, yes. I kind of like Craig Button too, actually. I do like Mike Johnson. You're right. You're welcome, Sean. I'm sure there's a commercial break, so I'm pretty sure when they come back from that, we're going to have the game back on. Rory, it might. I don't think the Habs are necessary, like the management. I don't think they're necessarily worried about that. I think they're going to do things the way they see right to do. And I don't think that's going to bother them a lot, to be honest with you. But I could still see them having him on the opening night roster kind of as a confidence boost for him, and to let Slav know they're not giving up on him in any way if he's sending him back to Laval. I think they might do that just for that. Joseph, I like Craig Button. I don't dislike Craig Button. I don't think he's always right or anything like that. Like anybody, I'm probably rarely right, but I mean, I don't think he's always right. But I like what he says. I like the way he analyzes things. I like Craig Button. I know a lot of people don't. Mike says he digs Elliot Friedman. I used to. I'm losing a little respect for Elliot Friedman for some of the things he's put out there recently this offseason. I'm losing some respect for Friedman. He, like, his toast is buttered on one side, and he's kind of acknowledging it, and that is Toronto. And yeah, so I've kind of lost a little respect that way. Did I get him this time? Nope, somebody else got him. Awesome. And they're off. Puck drop. Thank you, Franco. And thank you. I'm pretty sure it's you that got those guys. I appreciate that. Franco's always on the ball. That's for sure. Yeah, Franco's a mod, by the way. Franco, are you still a mod? Because I don't see the wrench. Or maybe it's because of I'm on StreamYard and I don't see that. That's probably what it is. All right. So I don't know how far behind I am. So I'm probably not going to do much play-by-play. I don't want to annoy people. Oh, number 24, by the way, if you're not sure who it is Madison Bowie. I just heard his name, and it was 24. So just in case anybody didn't know. Franco's got the wrench. Okay, I don't see it here. That's why. Yes. Cool. I didn't think I removed you. I would have to remove you. I didn't do that, so. All right, so I'm showing 1840 right now. So far, it doesn't seem like much having bad pass attempt there by the Habs, but didn't really matter. I'd like to see Montreal get physical with Toronto here a little bit. Not in a goony way, but take the body. Toronto doesn't like to get hit. They don't have the heart for it, personally. That's what I think. And, yeah, you got to hit them hard. Hit them a lot. And Slav just got the puck stolen from him. But Slav's out there. I'd like to see him. I'd love to see him score a goal against Toronto, especially. That'd be so good. Shot from Brody from the middle of the blue line. Save Allen. He hangs on. Hey, Lucifero, how you doing? Oh, I agree. He's looking better, though, with better line mates. He's looking better. That's a good sign. That's what you want to see. And listen, game is still young. He could score a goal in the third period and still be good, right? So, Franco, that is absolutely the case. If you're watching on cable, that's why you're ahead of me like that. So it's in Montreal's end. Toronto's got it in the corner along the boards. They're kind of fighting for it. Kerfoot behind the net. He tries to send it up to the point. I don't know whose stick that got in the way, and it didn't reach its destiny the way they wanted it. Anyways, behind Montreal's net again. Toronto still has it. Sent up to the point. Shot wide. Goes to the other side. And Montreal guy gets in there and disturbs the puck, and it comes out. Toronto dumps it in. Probably they changed up. Jack Eye sends the puck the other way. And now I don't know who that is with it behind Montreal's net. Waiting for everybody to set up. And he comes out. Is that Barron? Jack Eye to Barron. Barron tries to pass the puck up to Gallagher, but it was too far ahead of him. And was that icing? Icing, I guess. Glenn Slaff won't be in the lineup tomorrow unless they change what I've got. I've got the practice lines from today that are supposed to be the lineup for tomorrow with maybe a change or two. Maybe they put Slaff in there, but I don't think so. It's back-to-back games. They got still enough players in camp. I don't think so. So Thursday, look for him Thursday. I would be surprised if Slaff's not in the lineup on Thursday. What was the whistle? Was there a whistle? I heard a whistle. Dvorak almost alone because of the whistle. I think everyone kind of stopped, shot, and the goalie saved it. Marner now centering pass that the guy that received it. I don't know who that was. Bunting. Yeah, he kind of hit it in the air, and Allen made the save, grabbed it out of the air. Jack Eye. Is it Bunting? Oh yeah, Jack Eye. Oh yeah. You want to mess with the big boy there, Bunting? Well, Bunting's got some balls anyway. Maybe he's got more balls than I've seen in most of these Leafs. 4 minutes gone in the second. Shots are 11-6, by the way. It's a 2-0 game still. David, how you doing, David? Aki, if I didn't say hi earlier, hey Aki. I know you've been here for a while. Sorry about that. It was a double delayed penalty. Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes sense. So what? They're 4-on-4? It doesn't say 4-on-4. Hey Peyton, how you doing, Peyton? Good to see you, buddy. Good to hear, David. I didn't even know Simoneau was in the lineup. I see him there. Did I say Simoneau's name when I gave the lineup? I didn't know that he was in the line. Jason Arbor's gonna dish out lots, but we needed a guy like that. We needed a defenseman that's got talent, can play, can contribute to the offense, and is one mean son of a bitch to play against. And now we kind of got two, and that's Caden Gooley. Not as mean as Arbor, but Gooley's gonna be no slouch either. I believe Gooley will be in the lineup tomorrow, playing with Savard. Actually, playing better than Savard too, and kind of holding him up. So Gooley's ready. Gooley's going to be in the lineup when the season starts. Yeah, Jason, listen. Well, Gooley's not in the lineup. Gooley's willing to as well. Oh, who was that? Drouin. Just a little bit of extra effort, Drouin. Jesus. So we got 14:25 to go here in the second. Montreal on their own end, gathering up the puck, trying to break out. They couldn't. They got sent back, and they're trying to get out again. Toronto putting a little pressure on Matt. Oh! Scores. God damn Willie Styles, man. Boom, in the net. I don't know. I guess that's Arbor. That's on Arbor. So as I talk him up, he kind of made a mistake, I think. But yeah. Yep. Willie Styles scores again. I don't know who was that fed him that puck, but that was Robertson. This kid Robertson, that's one of the. There's not a lot of Leafs I kind of like. Robertson looks like a legitimate, great player in the making. I like that kid. He's got good hands, knows where to be, knows what to do. It was a good pass by him to Nylander to make that play. Gooley was getting knocked over quite a bit in the Ottawa game. Well, I've seen lots of Gooley highlights. He doesn't get knocked over a lot. These Habs are hard to watch sometimes. Get used to it. It's going to be like this all season. There'll be some fun and all that good stuff. Slav almost had a goal there. I want to see that again. I was talking, but they're going to be hard to watch overall. Yes. My chair's making a ton of noise tonight. I don't know what the hell's going on. Good save by the goalie, but Slav almost had one right there. He almost had one right there. Good to see. Was it Barron that was defending there? Yeah, Barron. I have a feeling Barron's starting in Laval. I think Harris is going to beat him out for the to start the season here. That was a good save by Murray. That's it. Murray's in that. That was a good save by Murray. Definitely. Slav almost had one there. If not for that great save by Murray, Slav scores. So that's good to see. I mean, it's not the same as him actually scoring, but he's getting closer. Peyton, I reluctantly agree with that. I'm trying to make fun about Murray, and God damn it, he's having a good preseason. Second or third game, he seems playing well. Right, he played the game against Montreal the last time. As much as I hate that. Well, Glenn, if you turn the games off because they're losing, yet you want them to tank and get a good draft pick, well, I don't know what you can expect, dude. Right? You can't have both. You can't have them playing great, yet they're going to be bad and they're going to get a draft pick, a good draft pick. You can't. You want that draft pick and Bedard, possibly? You got to put up with this. That's what it's all about. You want a cup? You want another Stanley Cup here? You want a team to develop into that? You got to put up with this. That's the problem for the last 20-odd years. We don't put up with this, and they don't go through this, and we can't get a winner. So, sorry, but complaining about it, I don't understand why. Nice pick off there by somebody. I don't know who that was. Oh, it was actually Hoffman. Slav out on the ice. Seems like he's getting more ice time here in a second. I'm not sure. When you say he's got to bury that, he did everything he could to bury that. That was just a great save by Murray. What do you expect him to do? 9 out of 10 times he makes that shot, that's a goal. $13:22 on my clock. Left in the second. Shots are 12-9 in favor of Toronto. The score is 3-0 in favor of Toronto. So there's that. But Habination, get what done? If the goal is to win a Stanley Cup, and believe me, when I was a kid, that's the only goal there was. They haven't gotten that done since 1993. So I don't know what you're talking about. Seb, he's not in the lineup tomorrow, Slavkovsky. So Thursday or Saturday, maybe they don't see him. They might not see Slav as being part of that line now. He's a little underwhelmed, and maybe they say, well, he's maybe a second line spot to start his career, right? So maybe we won't see them together because they don't see that as a thing right now. Bob Cannon. Hey, that wasn't a bad cannon that time. How's it going, Bob? They develop Price, Galley, Subban, Patches, Naslin, Koivu. Yeah, exactly. They develop. It's all about development this year, but they're not going to develop anybody. And the team and the coaching staff in Laval, I think they're going to develop players down there too. 93 is a lot better than 67. Without tanking, and Matt's got 110 points one year. Yeah, but you want to compare. We don't have a Mats Naslin, do we? Come on. And it's a different era, and it's all, you know. Hey, thanks, Bob. That was a good cannon. That's probably the best one I've done. Matt Murray revenge. Well, so far, Adam, I gotta say, I gotta eat crow on that. Murray's been playing well, but his preseason, we'll fully judge that when the season starts. But I mean, you got to give props where props are due right now. That was a pretty awesome save. The bad pass, clearing pass up the middle, got intercepted by Toronto. And Matthews is on the ice, and they haven't scored yet, but that's not a smart thing to do. We had 11:15 to go here in the second. It's a 3-0 game for Toronto. How do you expect us to compete? I don't expect us to compete for a Stanley Cup this year. You got to be crazy now. Come on. Is that Happy Nation you're talking to? Yeah, I mean, that's Happy Nation would say he's crazy, so that's okay. I mean, I say I'm crazy, so we're allowed. We're old. Adam, we get that question a lot, of course, right now. I think they might start him for the opening game. After that, I don't know. We'll have to see. But he'll play I don't know how regularly in the NHL this year. I could see him maybe doing first half in Laval, second half in Montreal. I don't know, but there's no need to rush the kid if he's not ready. Here comes Doc into the corner. A shot. That was a shot on that from bad angle. Save Murray. Maybe it was a centering pass, but there was nobody there. It's in Montreal's end now. Doc, was that Doc? No. No, it wasn't Doc. Oh, another shot by Slav. Slav's skating well. Anyway, things are happening. Two big bodies out there in Slav and Dak. Amazing. Galley with a shot. I think that went wide, though. Gallagher again. At the wall. Cross ice pass, too. Didn't work. Is that Slav? No. It is. No, that was Dvorak. Bouncing puck. Allen knocks it down and hangs on. Good analysis there, Bob. I guess that's could be right. Peyton, I think he is playing pretty well tonight. You know, I think he had a bit of a slow start in this game, but this second period, you're noticing him out there. He's making some things happen. Came really close, and I would love to see him pop one here, or that line get a goal. Mike, I like that, Mike. That's an AC/DC song, am I right? Not that wording, but Franco on the ball there. TV timeout. I don't remember. What was the time on the... We're halfway through the period, I think. Yeah, Adam, I would agree with you. I'm just saying there's still... we still got 3 games after this one. He's got time to maybe make up for it. A la Jesperi Kotkaniemi a few years ago. It was he kind of rolled through getting better and better and better. With 3 games to go, it's possible Slav can make more of an impression, but I don't know. I'm fine with him if he goes to Laval. I don't have a problem with that. They can't. Well, I guess they could send Slav to junior, but I wouldn't send him to junior. That's ridiculous. Adam, exactly. No need to rush a kid when you're not contending at all. So why rush? All right. I guess I should do some play-by-play. I don't know. I don't know if I'm in it today for that. Well, Abination, if Houle is developing players down there, well, I don't know why you wouldn't be. Just because his father is Réjean Houle. Yeah, that's not really fair to hold something against a kid because of who his father is. Nylander's out there. Oh, no. What's he got, 2? I hope he doesn't get a hat trick. $7:52 to go in the second. Still 3-0 for Toronto. Hall with a blast from just inside the blue line, and Allen with the save, and he hangs on. Oh, yeah. I forgot Anderson's out there. Jeez. I haven't noticed his number at all. But he had that shot there. Come on, guys. Let's get it out of there. No. Toronto up to the point. Shot. Blocked. Sent into the corner. Montreal picks up the puck. Pass up to the line and out. Oh, who's that got it? 74. Okay, Seamano with it in the right circle. Cross ice to the D. A shot that got kind of tipped by the Maple Leafs. It slowed it down, an easy save for Matt Murray. Just think, if we rush Slav, he could be KK 2.0, and that would make the rebuild even longer than we want it to be. I'm personally sick and tired of seeing this team waste our first-round pick time to develop the right way, which is doing it the long way. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. But Habitation, you didn't like KK. You wanted Zadina, but we got KK. In here, I wanted Shane Wright, but we got Slav. I'm not going, well, I don't care about him then. Come on. Slav's out there now in the corner, pushing on somebody. Six 12 to go. Slav couldn't handle that pass. Gets knocked down. I think he tripped. Oh, stretch pass for the Leafs. That's it. Leskinen took the guy off the puck. And Montreal clears that puck. At least within their end. Another long pass, but the guy doesn't get it, but he catches up to it. He's in the Habs corner. Centering pass gets through, comes out all the way down behind the Leafs net. They come back. Riley to Marner. Marner spins a big turn, comes through the line. Allen sends it into the corner. They're fighting for it along the boards. Matthews and somebody. There's Dadonov, and I don't know who the other guy is. Montreal gets it and gets out. Dadonov over the blue line. Nope, lost it at the blue line. Tried to put it through guys' legs and go around them. Didn't work. Nylander. There was a shot that just didn't get through the bodies in front. Gallagher, if he was only a little faster there, he could have been almost alone. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God. Who was that with the... How long did you... Monahan must be a little rusty. He took forever to get that shot away. That might have gone in if he got a shot away. Anyways, Leafs finally get it, and they get it out over Montreal's line. Oh, nice stick block or something. Guy was going to shoot. They took it away. They're in the Leaf zone. Jack-Eye with a shot. Save. Almost got the rebound. Murray couldn't cover it up, but Toronto gets it out. A lot of action. No whistles here. Anderson with it. Over the line. Dropped it off to somebody. Shot. Save, but there was a rebound over the back of the net, but Toronto picks it up to get it out. Through the neutral zone over Montreal's line. Sort of a stop, a spin. Montreal takes it away. No. Oh, and then they do. That's Jack-Eye over our line, over the red line, fires it into the corner, goes to change up. 3:30 left in the second. Gets sent all the way down to Montreal's end for icing against Toronto. You know what, Robert Austin, and you know what, Franco, any mods, somebody comes in and just says, Habs suck, and I don't know who this guy is, and that's their first thing. You know what you do to them? Since this block user, just do that. I don't do that to them. Hey, Lou, how you doing? You're in late? All right, so just got almost 3:15 left in this second. Shots are tied now, but no score for Montreal. It's 3-0 still Toronto. But they're getting the shots a little bit. Peyton, it seems to be most of the preseason, they're not scoring. It can be a little concerning, but it's preseason, so not yet. But, yeah, they're getting the chances and they're not able to bury anything. So I hope it's not an omen for the season. Oh, Habination, Junior's not even considered. They're not considering Junior. I don't know where you're getting that from. If they send him to Junior, I am going to faint from surprise. How's that? Is somebody complaining to you, Rory? You can talk as much as you want. I might not listen, but you can talk as much as you want. No, you can say as many comments as you want. As long as it lets you, you can do it. He's eligible for Junior. He's not going there, though. If you think he's going to Junior, Habination, I'm surprised at you. I thought you knew better than that. He's going to be Laval or Montreal. The GM's already said that anyway. So Junior's not not even in their minds at all. So if you want, put $100 on it. I'll bet $100 on that. He doesn't go to Junior. Now I don't bet unless I know for a fact I'm going to win. So that ought to tell you something. You can take the bet, though. I'd be very happy to take your money. Really want to see Slav on a line with Caulfield and Suzuki, as we all do, and I don't know if we'll see that, unfortunately, but we won't see it tomorrow. Maybe Thursday or Saturday. We thought that was the plan, but it's a fluid situation there. Things change. Maybe he was a little underwhelming. They thought, well, maybe we'll check him out for the second line and see him there because he's playing second line. He's not in the lineup when Suzuki's making his debut and on Caulfield's line or with Caulfield. So it makes me wonder if maybe they've changed their approach to it for him. It's not to say that we won't see that one day, but I don't know. I think maybe it's changed their thoughts of lining him up with Suzuki and Caulfield right now. He just had a nice shot from the circle. Save Murray. It wasn't a dangerous shot, but it's still. He's looking better, though. He's skating well. He's handling the puck well. He's getting shots. I don't know what more you could ask from the kid except to actually score, which he hasn't done yet. But no one else has tonight for us. Habination, it was Mashar. Mashar was an option to go to OHL. He was more than likely going to the OHL, and he played well enough to make them say, yeah, you're going to play in Laval. So I think Mashar is going to Laval and staying there too. No, you don't want to bet the 100 now. Damn it. It doesn't matter who has his rights in the OHL. They're not going to see him there. No, Bob, what the import thing, okay. For Mashar and Slavkovsky, they can play in Laval, and the reason that is because they're European, drafted in the first round. And that's the key. So they were drafted in the first round. That gives them the eligibility to play in Laval. And that's the thing. So could they go back to, but he was playing, where was Slav playing? In Finland, in the big league there. So I don't see why putting him in junior is going to be a benefit to the kid. He was already playing with men. They're not putting him in with junior players again. Habination Mashar, though, you say center. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're going to switch him to the wing, though. There's not a lot of future as a center here for Mashar, I think. He's a little on the small side. There's a lot of guys ahead of him right now. I think you want to maybe have him play the wing. I don't know. I'm finding Slav playing well tonight. Peyton, I don't know. I think Mashar might not, but Mashar, I would think he's going to be challenging for a spot next year. I really think so. You see that kid play and you go, yeah, that's why they took him in the first round. You know why they took him the second pick, their second pick. Rory, that could happen. That could happen if Slav goes to Laval. Habination off the top of my head, honestly, I don't know who's in Laval and who are centers that are going to be there. Maybe Beck. I think Beck's going back to the junior ranks, though. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Rory, I see that, but that's in camp here. They want to take a look at him that way, right? But we'll see what they do with him in Laval. Maybe they'll play him at center. I don't know. I'm just giving you my opinion. Well, Habination, you don't know that, do you? You tell me who the centers are then. I don't know who they are. Second period's over. Montreal actually took the lead in shots, 18-16, but we could not solve Murray yet. Will someone tell Jack I to lay Nylander out? Yeah, I wish. Not really. I don't like Nylander and all that. I don't want to see him hurt though for nothing. So no, I don't like that for nothing. And yeah. He needs to. Jack I will lay out the bigger guys. I don't think he'll go after a Nylander unless Nylander gets uppity. I don't know. Robert, are you talking about Meshar? Well, because if there's no spot here for him at center in the foreseeable future, but you think that the guy can make the team and and contribute, well, you move him to the wing. And listen, he can always go back to center if the need is there, right? So, I mean, as long as we're talking about Meshar. We don't got nobody. I don't got to look. Bunch of bums. Yeah, I don't know. Riley Kidney will be in the queue. Riley Kidney will be in the queue. He's 18. He had to either make Montreal or play back at junior. North American kids don't have that option like the European kids. They don't have that option of being bypassing of being able to play in the AHL. So next season, Kidney and Joshua Roy, if they've improved enough that then they can make the jump to the AHL at 19, not at 18. Harry, I think it'll go a long way. I don't know if it's going to cement it, but I think we'll see Arbor again in one of the two games in the Maritimes or Newfoundland, either New Brunswick or Newfoundland. And I think Arbor's got a good shot. I kind of think from what it's looking to me, I'll say this. I think Gooley's a lock. I think between Harris and Arbor, they'll either kind of rotate in and out of the lineup or on the team and Laval like that. And every now and then Barron. But I think Barron might be the odd man out there because I think Harris and Arbor have shown more. And Gooley for sure looks like he's ready. So I kind of think Barron might be the odd man out here. But yeah, Arbor's impressed me this year. I didn't think Arbor had a shot this year. I really didn't. And he's done nothing but impress me. He's not perfect and he needs some work. So I don't think he cements the job yet, but I think he's going to get a good look, especially with Edmondson out. The longer Edmondson is out, the more shot at the team Arbor gets. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. Joseph, I like that. Now, listen, I don't want to see violence on any one particular play. There's a few maybe, but just for the violent part of it, no. I mean, I'm not into that. Centers in Laval probably be Schnarr, Meshar, RHP. I don't know. I think Harvey Pinard is a winger. Has he been playing center? Did he play center last year? Pinard? I don't know. I thought Harvey Pinard was being groomed as a winger. Habitation, I could be wrong. You could be right on that. Bob Cannon, don't expect Cam Hillis to be in Laval. I expect Cam Hillis to get reassigned to the ECHL. Right now, I don't think the ECHL camp is open, so everyone's gone to Laval, and I think, and they'll send guys to Trois-Rivières. That's what I think is happening. Peyton, I think that's right. I think what you said there is right. It's never good to see a player on any team get hurt, really, no matter the circumstances. Even if you hate the guy and all that, yeah. Listen, I don't want to. I hate Austin Matthews. Everyone knows this. Do I really want to see him out on the ice, really hurt? And I don't. As much as I don't like him, no, I don't want to see that either. Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit, yeah. Mayshar Muzak centers. What's that? I think he's listed as a center wing, but yeah, center depth is a little tough and rough in Laval. Okay, I don't know all the comings and goings in Laval. So. Bob, he was, but he seems locked in Trois-Rivières right now. This rebuild might take a bit. Really? You think? 2-3 years, I think, personally, but that's me. Mishak should be a center down there. That's right. Jan Mishak. I think he'll be a good one, too. Yeah, I think Mishak might be their number one center next year. Oh, we got the panel of Toronto apologists. What are they apologizing for? Toronto Maple Leafs existence. Yeah, they're talking about Slav right now. It's amazing they're talking about the Habs. They're showing some nice plays by Slav there. He looks like he's an NHLer in the making. I'm going to just say that. I don't know that he is yet, but he looks like he's got the talent to be an NHLer. To what extent, I don't know. I think, floor to ceiling, that's still open, but if they develop him right, man, that kid's going to be dangerous. Rory, you got it right. And I think that's the big difference. So what Habination was talking about earlier, I think that's the difference, right? We may, instead of the odd season, putting it together and making a run, it'll be consistent. They'll be one of those teams that are going to be in the mix, barring like a bad year for injuries, right? Axiom. Yeah, I think we're still. I think without a doubt, Montreal will be in that mix at least to potentially win that first pick, right? If they don't win the first pick, they're not getting Bedard, but they'll be down there with those good picks, the first 6 or 7 of them. If Mayshar is in Laval, Slaffy will be there too. That doesn't necessarily go to no. Those aren't two truths. We're all getting too girly. Yikes. This is hockey, not baseball. There's no crying in baseball. We haven't had a proper tough guy since Nyland. If we're talking back to Arbor, yeah, Arbor's going to. Arber's going to be good. He's really the kind of defenseman, man. We've been crying out for a long time. Okay, but Bob, I mean, like, did you really have that thought that they might be that? I mean, no. They weren't. They were going to rebuild. It was not an accelerate. There was no way that rebuild's going to be accelerated that fast. 2 years minimum, right? And it's looking like it's probably going to be 3. So the 24-25 season, probably when Montreal starts the challenge for the playoff spot. And then it just gets better, hopefully, if everything goes to plan from there, you know? And listen, I've seen this happen with Montreal. I've seen the team develop that way, slowly, piece by piece, and boom, they just, were great. So I've seen that. I've seen the players develop. I've seen the great players that we think they're great ones today. I've seen those guys develop, and I see some of those kind of guys here now. I think that Suzuki, Caulfield, Gooley, guys like that are here now. In 20 years, we're going to be talking about them, if I'm still alive, as being great players, great Habs players of Habs history. That's what I think. George Larac. Bob, did you say George Larac in response to the Chris Nyland? Like, we haven't had a guy like Chris Nyland. Larac, when he was here, did not want to fight. We loved Larac. We're going to get Larac. No one's going to pick on us. And then he wouldn't fight. He became a pussy. I think he admits it, that he didn't want to fight anymore. Peyton, I have on video, I have a prediction. I might alter it too. I called for 39 goals for Caulfield this season, but I think he might hit the 40. I think potentially he can. But I have it at 39 goals, 31 assists for, is it 70 big points? And that's a optimistic prediction, I'll admit, but I think he potentially could do it. Okay, Habitation, I see what you mean. I don't totally disagree with you, but I think some of that was his development, and like, you don't like JF Houle. The guy, okay, Bouchard was okay, but the guy before that did nothing, never developed anybody. Was it that the drafting was as bad as it seems, or was part of that on Sylvain Lefebvre, who didn't develop a cold? I don't think he couldn't develop a freaking German a petri dish. So I think some of that is on the coaching staff then. Bob, I don't remember George Larac fighting much here in Montreal. I remember that we were really disappointed in that he wouldn't fight. And I think I saw him on a podcast maybe 2 years ago, and he talked about it, and he talked about it. He didn't want to fight anymore. So I don't remember him. Maybe he had a fight or two, but it wasn't Larac that we were used to. Peyton, I'm going to be redoing it because I have to admit, some of the players, it got away with me. I think, and I want to, when the preseason's over, that we got 3 days in between, I want to take another look at that and like I said I wasn't going to do a second one, but I think I'm going to do a second points projection because I think I was a little too generous on some players that I realize now. So I don't mind admitting my mistakes, and I'm going to do that, I think. Plus, I'm going to do another lines projection, which I said I was going to once preseason finished. And then there's going to be a season preview. Those are the next 3 videos, I think. And I have to say, I think I decided fully 100% today in not a direction change really, but a slight pivot in what I'm doing. I probably will talk about it very soon in the video. So I'm not really changing. I'm not going to follow the Habs or anything. It's just the videos I'm doing and how I'm doing things. I think I decided on something today that I don't think everybody will be upset about, but it might be a slight pivot change. But I think a good one, and I think it'll allow me to do better videos too. Rory, I mentioned that in a video before that if the Habs didn't draft Louis LeBlanc, they might have drafted Chris Kreider, who was drafted one behind LeBlanc, and Carey Price injury doesn't happen. And right now, Carey Price probably wouldn't be out and career over kind of thing. Rory, Jack, I did go undrafted, yes. Hey, listen, our coach, Marty St. Louis, went undrafted. That happens. Teams miss on talent sometimes. Like everybody misses sometimes on the talent. So better for us that we got him this way. Or that we got him anyway. Then he was out there. Franco says Larac had that crazy smile. That's all since he went vegan. He's earning a living on radio. Center, wish him well, but not an enforcer. He was. No, listen, he was before he got to Montreal. He definitely was an enforcer. Come on. George Larac was maybe the toughest guy in his day. There were at least a couple of years where Larac was the guy. So, but he came to Montreal. It was like, nope. I mean, in Montreal, I'm not fighting anymore. Nope, I'm not fighting. I love everybody, and I don't want to fight. It kind of was like that. He got tired of fighting. I don't blame him, but they went after him to help our team stop being pushed around, and he just wouldn't do it. Yeah, I saw him. Like I said, I saw him on a podcast. He was talking about that kind of stuff. So that's why I say what I said. Habination, I think with all the scouts in Montreal, I showed the list of scouts here tonight. They're talking to teams. Or else there wouldn't be this many scouts there, but there's a lot, and they're talking to teams, and teams are here looking at the players they're talking about. So I imagine there's things that might happen coming up. They're going to try to move. I think they're going to try to move a veteran or two. We'll see if they can. Franco, what's that? Pivot, a la Friends? What is that? That's what they call it. That's what they call it on YouTube when I'm what I want to do is it's a slight pivot. Oh, you haven't missed much on our end, Lucas. Yeah, third period's underway now. Shots are 19-17 in favor of Montreal, so they did surpass them in that, but we have got nothing past Murray yet. Rory, I don't know that I'm going to go that far to say top 4 for Jack-Eye. Maybe, maybe not, but definitely he's going to be a good third pairing guy that could, that can play up the lineup if need be. That's what I'm going to say. Slav has 6 shots on net tonight, so he's giving it the college go. It's too bad he didn't connect on that one earlier where Murray made a great save. Damn, Matt Murray. Toronto just tied the shots back up, 19-19. Lucas, who had 1 goal? Larac? Peyton, I believe that GMs are sorry they never went after Jack-Eye before this. Montreal's good fortune. There are guys that fall through the cracks like that. I'm glad we picked them up. Toronto buzzing around a little bit. Some good pressure here for them. Oh, yeah. Montreal clears it out, though. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the third. Toronto's up on shots again by 2. Who do I think's on the block? Well, Armia, Hoffman. The expiring contract guys, I would think possibly if you make a good offer, they would do it. And I don't know who else, but you got to think those guys got to be on the block. Well, Monahan will be. I don't think Monahan's on the block, though. I think Monahan at trade deadline. I think they need to they want to maximize what they can get from Monahan at the deadline. They got to get him playing well. And I think that's what their goal is with him. Winger as well. Armia and Hoffman are wingers. Lucas, but it's a preseason, not a surprise for a veteran like Dadonov that he might be invisible now. But when Dadonov when they traded and got him, I said I don't think he plays for Montreal in a regular season game. That could be. It might happen. And he just looks disinterested out there when I've seen him play. I don't know. I don't think he's out there. Is he out there tonight? I don't know if he is. Yeah, he's out there with Gallagher, right? The Gallagher line. Oh, Monahan in alone, save Murray. If he can do that, he looked like he had speed there. It looked like his hips were good. That would be great. A left-handed defenseman for what? We need a right-handed defenseman, not a left side defenseman. We need a right side defenseman if anything. I personally think they don't. I want to see them develop the kids and not bring another guy in. And I don't think they will. I don't know. I don't think they're going to bring in anybody. They got to move people, not bring in. And how are they going to pay? If they pick somebody off the waiver, where are they getting the money from? if they don't move anybody. So if I think of it, Franco, I'll do that. I probably won't remember it. I'll be very honest with you. I can't do it right now. Rory, I don't think Galley is because I don't really think he can. I mean, he probably is, but I don't think he's going to get any interest right now. Devo, I don't think Devo's on the block. Hoffman, Armia, yeah. I don't think Devo's on the block. I really don't. They may listen to offers for Devo, for Anderson even, but I don't think they're. You better knock their socks off, especially for Anderson. But Devo gives you insurance, right? If Monahan or Dak struggle at all, I mean, Devo's there. So, yeah, I don't think they move him, especially since more than likely Monahan's going to get moved at the deadline. He's on an expiring contract. Devo has this year and 2 more after that. So, no. And that 2 extra years after this is going to make it harder to move Devo to start with. Yeah, Calter, I agree with you. I don't think Anderson's going anywhere either. Yeah, Rory, I wouldn't do that. Lucas, how does an undrafted player work? I guess they get invited to camp on a tryout. And I know with Arbor, he impressed them at rookie camp last year. They invited him to the regular camp. He impressed them there. They signed him to a 3-year ELC. But they invite, I guess, an undrafted player, they invite him to camp on a tryout. Rory, I think Hughes is listening to every offer. It doesn't, you got to listen. You never know. But you better knock his socks off. And he said that it's got to be a really good offer for him to move Anderson. And so far, they haven't moved Anderson because the price you got to pay makes it not worth it, right? In the end for other teams. So, oh, nice move there by Marner. Got to say, nothing came of it, but it was a nice move to get in right into in the center. They come back, but they bobble the puck a little bit, the Habs, and really make nothing out of it. And then the puck goes out, hits the net, and comes back. Speaking of Dadnob, he's right there. Nothing happened with that play with him. He flubbed on the puck again. Calter, Montreal won't announce that it's a rebuild. What he said is, if you remember, call it whatever you want, rebuild, reset, whatever you want, call it that. That's fine with him. They're doing what they're doing. He doesn't have a name for it. It's a rebuild. Yeah, but Bob, I think what throws that off, what you just said about Anderson, is his contract. He's got 4 more years after this year. I don't know. The only thing that could change that is the news that just came out about the salary cap potentially going up by over the next 3 years by 10 million. The next 3 or 4. Like if that actually comes to pass, okay, but so maybe teams will be interested more in trading for guys with term like that. But I don't know. Anderson's term at good money, I don't know. I don't think it makes it. Teams don't really want to give up more than they should because they got to pay him for 4 years. If he was an expiring contract, I think it would be different. But yeah, there's news that the cap might go up a little bit more than they thought and just a little bit quicker. Montreal's fans won't riot by saying rebuild. I don't think so anymore. It's quite obvious is what they're doing. So You better be on board or find another team to cheer for, I guess. Yeah, Rory, what do you see online is they're called keyboard warriors. Big talk. I won't do this and I won't do that, and they'll be back watching the games and supporting the team. There's just a lot of. They're full of gas. They should stop eating beans. Bob, kind of true, but I mean, you don't think the other GMs know what they're doing anyway, so I don't know if that makes a big difference. But I mean, I think technically you're right. So we got 7 minutes gone here in the third. I know I'm not really doing a lot on there. I apologize. It's still 3-0. It's 24-20. That's the shots in favor of Toronto. And I don't know. I find this right now a bit lackluster play on Montreal's part here. I found since Marty St. Louis has been coach, third period tends to be their most exciting period. I don't know that that's happening here, or I'm just not paying close enough attention. I don't know. Coulter again with Drouin, just what he does in the preseason, he's not known for preseason play. He just gets ready and he tries things and breaks the rust and all that. I'm not worried about this necessarily being Drouin. I think Drouin will be Drouin in the regular season, which is, 40 to 50 points. Rory jersey ads are the team gets the money individually. So I think it's just a money grab personally for the money they lost in the pandemic. I mean, that's really all it is. And it was going to happen eventually anyway. It was going to happen eventually. It's just Montreal put on. They might as well take and go into a field, a farmer's field, grab a piece of cow shit and put it on this side. It would have been better. It's ugly, and a penalty coming here to Montreal, I think. They're both going. A penalty and a dive. Well, with Devo, you know what? Devo had in his last 20 games last season, so the last one, he had 17 points in 20 games, led the team that way. So I don't agree with you on Devo. Drouin can be very frustrating. And yet the guy produces at a decent pace. The problem is he makes a lot of money. And I think if his contract was $2 million less, I don't think anybody have a problem with Drouin. I think that's the truth. Well, we'd have a problem that he seems to miss the end of the seasons, but other than that, I don't think we'd be complaining nearly as much about Drouin if he was not making the money he is. Peyton, I think it's just you. I've noticed Matthews and Marner a little bit. I don't know that they're doing spectacular things necessarily, but I've noticed them. Earlier, Marner made a really nice move to get inside and get a chance on net. So, but I've noticed them. What are the penalties for? I didn't see what the penalties are for. Marner embellishment. So offsetting penalties, and then Marner got one for diving, basically, and we're on the power play. So that's how it's working with 11:08 to go in the third. Maybe Montreal pops one here. Wouldn't that be nice? Drouin, Leskinen. That's what I see so far. Devo, Galley. And Hoffman. That's your power play unit. Oh, Dak is out there. How come I didn't see Dak? How is that? I didn't see Dak. Didn't I say 5 players? Dak wasn't one of them. Nylander clears it down. They got a shot, though. I thought they got a shot. Shot clock doesn't say. Oh, it does now. 1:21 left in that power play. Doc over the line. Can't control it. Seems like it was offside, though. Offside on the entry. Rich J, we sure did. But I think some of that, the refs calling bad, making bad calls, definitely against Winnipeg. Lucas, I agree. Edmonton said no. And yeah, it's greed, a little bit of greed, I guess. Like Molson, I didn't sell enough beer last year, I guess. I don't know. A little pushing and shoving here. Rory, I'm not losing any sleep over it. It's just hard to look at, that's all. Oh, that penalty that Toronto was taken on Slavkovsky. I just saw it. Aston Reese. Slav took it well, got right back up. Franco, so far their power play hasn't been great, but there's 2-man advantage. They should get a goal here. Well, Rory, Hoffman's kind of a power play specialist. I don't like Drouin on the point. I don't like Drouin on the point. God, I don't like that. Oh, man. Hoffman with another shot, this time right on, but save Allen. Murray. Come on, guys. You got to score here. Hoffman off the post this time. Why would someone have to stand up for Slav? He's the biggest guy on the ice. $20 left in the 2-man advantage. They got to score one. They get a shot to get 2 goals and come close to catching up. Dvorak pass. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on, guys. Get back in there. 30 seconds left in the... No, 40. Wide open net. Guy couldn't get the puck, though. Oh, come on. Oh, Barron, that was a bad pass. Nothing on this. Can you believe that? I'm starting to wonder about Burrows and that power play. I'm just starting to wonder. Bob, I know, but he always bobbles the puck at the line when they're coming out. Like, I've seen him make so many mistakes on the point on the power play. I don't know why they go with him. Yeah, that's Habs fans there. I mean, the power play really kind of deserves it right now, but yeah, it's preseason. It's frustrating. This power play is goddamn frustrating. Are we gonna have another season at 13%? I freaking hope not. That would be like just too hard to handle. Rory, you may be right, but I just worry that I don't know that bad power play. If it keeps going, it just I don't know sinks in, and that's all they can do is have a bad power play. Well, with Drouin, I mean, Drouin's Drouin. I don't know. We got to stop expecting to see somebody that's not there. Man, Galley just missed that. He just couldn't get the puck on his stick right. So, too bad. Anyway, it's preseason. These guys are still a little rusty and stuff. I mean, that's what you're seeing. That's what preseason's about, getting that out of your system and stuff. So, Lucas, good point. But still, I mean, doesn't matter what game and who's playing. Their power play has had a couple of goals. That's it. I mean, just in general, they haven't scored a lot at all. Doesn't matter what, like 5-on-5 or on the power play or penalty kill or anything. They haven't scored much. The RBC patch is weighing them down. It's too heavy, that big patch. Oh, excuse me. I don't like to yawn on camera. Don't know why I'm tired. 7:15 to go in this game. I'm going to say that because I don't think Montreal can make it back to tie it up even. I don't see it. I'm kind of happy. I don't think did Matthews get a goal? I don't think so. So I'm happy about that. In Italian, what's that? 5 hat? But they are. They got to get back to being a little more simple, I think. Coulter, no, not yet. I haven't done that yet. Montreal team as a whole, so disjointed. Jacob, he's playing better tonight. He's playing better. I wouldn't be upset. I don't know why people are upset with him tonight. Playing with better team line mates, and he's playing better. A lot of shots, some good plays. I'm happy with Slavkovsky tonight. Oh, scores! Did he get it? Drouin from Slavkovsky. There you go. Beautiful. No, I don't care about Drouin. Slav got in there. That was a good. If I saw what I saw, I want to see the replay though. Oh, good second effort. He got his rebound, put it through the goalie's legs to Drouin. Nice. Love that. That looked really good. Drouin from Slavkovsky and Anderson. It was a good play, Rory. That's all that matters. He kept his head up. He got the rebound over to through the legs to Drouin. I don't know what else he could ask for from the kid. He's back out there. He's got the puck. Pass over. Nothing happened with it. .440 to go. I think. I don't think Montreal's coming back here. But I'm glad that Slav got on the board like that. I was hoping in this game that would happen. Oh, how did he score from there? Kerfoot. That's on Allen. Right at the goal line. He threw the puck at the net and it went in. What happened there, Jake? I gotta see that one again. What happened there? Oh, it hit his pad. His pad must have been angled wrong and it went right in. Or his glove? Did his glove or his... Yeah, his pad. He'd like to have that one back. Guaranteed he'd like to have that one back. 4:10 to go. Kerfoot from Nylander and Robertson. Freaking Nylander gets in there. TV timeout. I don't know what's going on with the election right now. When I'm out of here, I'm going to check out. There's going to be a winner, I'm sure, announced already. What are we, 9:30? I would think they've probably called it. Game's over, Franco. They're all leaving now. Yeah, with just a few minutes to go. Somebody said the Liberals did not win. I wish. Listen, I'd like to hear that, but they didn't. What I'm hoping for here, JFed guy, it's already a majority. I was hoping he get only a minority. Of course, Libs got the opposition. See, I didn't think they would get even. CAC won again. Of course, they won. People voting against their own best interest there. I'll tell you that. Well, I think I have for that. Here, this is what this. I think I have something that I wanted to show for that. Where is it? There it is. My thoughts. People who shut you down, I'll do it again. People who shut down your businesses and killed your careers are now asking that you reelect them so they can keep their jobs. And they got reelected, and the idiots voted them in. Hope every one of them that checked off a CAC person, I hope you get what you freaking deserve for doing that. Was it really 93-19? They won by that much of a margin. My God. I think people in Quebec have lost their freaking marbles. You know what, Bob? Not because I didn't want to, but I got stuck here with the windows. Everything screwed up my day, and I couldn't go. It won't matter. My vote isn't going to make a difference. My only worry is that my riding didn't change, and I'll regret that I wasn't able to get out there. If I'd have gone to vote, I wouldn't have been able to do the live stream. So, but you could say one thing. What's more important? They were going to get in anyway. My vote wasn't going to help. You're gonna see. We're gonna have a referendum here for separation again. Watch and see. He's already talked about it. So yeah, repeating history. I'm not taking my democracy for granted. It's not my fault what happened to me today. I couldn't help it. I wasn't letting people in my apartment to work when I've heard people with sticky fingers. These guys actually seemed okay, but so I couldn't leave. And then they didn't do it, and I didn't find that out till almost it was like 4:00. And then I had to put everything back so I could live and stuff, and then I couldn't go because I had the live stream. I had to order supper because I can't cook because my kitchen's all torn apart. It was a Quebec election. It's over now. Habs won't be called the Canadiens anymore if they separate. Who knows? They're not going to separate. It's stupid that we have to even talk about sovereignty anymore here. Anyway, no politics. It's a hockey channel. I was upset enough at the people putting in the windows or that whole situation. I don't want to get upset again. I'm not going to think about it. So we got 2:40 to go. Montreal in the box, so they're not coming back from this at all. Believe me, Bob, I go and vote. I don't not vote, but situation beyond my control. I don't like that I didn't go vote, but I vote in every election. It'll be called Montreal Cacs. The Montreal Cacas. Two minutes to go. Our suffering tonight is almost over. But Quebec's suffering is not. I didn't think it would be, so no big deal. Well, it is a big deal. And again, I'm talking to myself, and you guys are witnessing me talking to myself. Not a good thing. That's what the days come to. Montreal doesn't vote CAC, but apparently this election, I'm expecting to see. They said some liberal strongholds are going to fall. I'm hoping not. We got Enrico Ciccone here, a hockey player, so I'm hoping he won. Rory, it's not the season. This is preseason. Things could change now. The process, trust it. You're right. Hako, yeah, we're going to have another one. That's my prediction. Separation would never happen. No, it won't. It's 5-1. They would, I assume they would just change the name to Montreal Habs. Who knows? Hey, Mike, no problems. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. I'm always here. JFed, it's not all set. That's why it's not all set. The numbers will change slightly. But if you look at the lead, it's a landslide. He's over. It ain't going to change back the other way enough for it to mean anything. It's as expected anyway. It's everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world. Going the wrong direction. Under a minute to go. In a 5-1 shellacking. All right, so tomorrow we are back. While this winds down, so it's the Senators are in town tomorrow at 7 p.m. So same time, same bat channel, and then Wednesday for those of you who are interested in our hockey pool draft. Last night, we're doing that again for the head-to-head pool on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Yeah, check it out. It's not the most exciting thing to watch, but I thought, for all you people in the channel that might want to see the, what was going on, that it's for you. So hopefully everything will be done here and I'll be able to I'll do the live stream, but I might not be able put the second camera on. We'll see what happens. But that's Wednesday, excuse me. And then Thursday, we got a 5:30 start. They're in Gander, Newfoundland to take on the Senators for the seventh game of the preseason. And the last game of the preseason is Saturday from New Brunswick. Again, the Senators, and that'll end the preseason. And then there'll be 3 whole days off. And then the opening night on the 12th. Coulter, I think it's very safe to say Dadonov will be gone. Monahan more than likely, I think, yeah. Game over. 5-1. Honestly, I didn't think they'd lose this bad to Toronto, but I didn't think they'd beat Toronto. So there's that. All right, that shellacking's over. Have a good night, Rory. Thanks for being here, eh? Is it almost 10? Yeah, it's almost 10. Am I going to watch the Sick Pot? I thought that was on at 8. Is it 10 every night? Yeah, I think it is 10 every night. Am I going to watch it? No, I am not. I got other things to do. Been a long day. Plus, I've got an early morning. They're coming at 7 in the morning to start. So by 8 o'clock, they're probably starting to install windows here. I'm supposed to be next in line. So we'll see. But you know what happened, though? I'm pretty sure the guy that works for the buildings, he screwed me. I'm pretty sure he said don't do his today. Anyway, whatever. I had words with him a little bit today. Not bad words, but he knew who I was. And there's only one reason he knew who I was from that news story. Anyway, Kelly, you're new to the channel, sporting number 34 Matthews. I wonder why. But welcome to the channel. As long as you don't call, say that Habs suck and put us down. Welcome to the channel. Do you know her, Franco? I mean, I'm fine. It just makes me think she's a Leafs fan, obviously. But hey, welcome to the channel. I'm going to be here about another 10 minutes. No more than that. Habination, yeah, I know what he's doing. Gotta say, I'm slightly jealous of that, but he's got those connections I'll never have, so I won't get those opportunities. I am not as good as him either, but that's beside the point. Yeah, Habination, I know. Every day at 10 p.m. on YouTube. I know. Hey, Honko, have a good night. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, it's just, it's not that I get upset. He's allowed to do what he wants, but these professionals that come in, it's YouTube, and they've taken over YouTube, and they took a lot of our the wind out of our sails because of that. That's all. But hey, it's if they have just as much right as I do, nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I agree with you, Habination. I don't know that I have the 20 years. That's the thing. I don't think at 80, I don't think I'm going to be doing YouTube. It's not just more money. They got the connections, obviously. That's okay. I mean, I don't want to. No spilt milk. It is what it is. But I saw the announcement, and I thought, yeah, great. Besides, usually by 10, I'm done, so it's not really affecting me too much. And I like Marinaro. I have nothing against Marinaro. I don't. It just would be nice to have those connections too. But I could have them if I earned them, and I haven't done that yet. So no spilt milk. Coach Frenchie, who's that? All right, I'm going to take off here. I think I told you about everything. So tomorrow at 7, we're back at it again. And, I'd like to see them get one win this off season. This preseason, it would be nice to get a win, but we might not see one. All right. My energy's dropping. Thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate that, and hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow. Yeah, have a great night. Thanks to Drew, who very early on gave $20 to the channel. Thank you so much, and thanks everybody else just for being here. And have a great night. Stay safe out there. Peace out. I'll see you next time. Ciao, everybody.